in this video, if you've completed this part here, which was what the last video was, which was about making these spokes for the bells and also cutting out these holes down here for the legs, we're moving on to a new part file where we're going to make the clock face for this clock and the hands. So I'm just going into a new part file, right click front plane, click the very first button, click sketch. I go to circle, and I'm going to draw a circle out here. Now I need to get the size of this circle from my last drawing. So if you just pause here for a moment on the video, I'm just going to minimize this file here, and I just need to get a size from this particular part. Okay, so that's be 92. Now, so we're going to go to sketch, smart dimension, that there is 92. Immediately then go features, extrude boss base, and that's only a sheet of paper, so it only has to be 0.01 will do for the thickness of that. I then right click anywhere I like in this face, I go to sketch, click the space bar, and I click normal 2. And again I go to sketch, and now we're going to draw a circle again from the origin on out. We're going to smart dimension that circle is a total of 65. And we're also going to push escape on my keyboard, click that circle, and then just click for construction. Click the green tick. Now the next part of the video is a little bit tedious, and that's putting the numbers onto this. And when we're finished, the numbers might not be in the correct, the up and down, let's say like 12 might be at the North Pole, it might be to one side. But we can move it around into the right position when we're doing the assembly, so there's no need to worry about things like that. Anyway, I go to A, so I go to text, and before I get started, I'm going to untick use document font, go to font. I'm going to change it from 3.5 to 5. I'm going to scroll down here, I'm looking for a very particular text, this one here, and I click bold, and I click OK. Oh, I meant to type in 5, sorry, so make sure it's 5. Once you have that done, then click OK. Inside here, so make sure this is clicked, so make sure arc 1 appears in this box here. And in here then type in the number 12, space, 1, space, 2, space, 3. So I'm putting a space between each number, just one space. So I've done from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then I'm just going to go back in my text box here and add in one extra space between each number. And that's going to allow me to get the numbers nice and evenly spaced all around the clock face. Now I know when you look at the Newgate clock, the numbers don't look like this, but that's nothing to worry about. Like, we've created enough parts at this stage. We've shown a great skill set. I'd be quite happy with the numbers being like this, because there are some of the Newgate clocks out there that the numbers are spaced like this all around, where they're wrote this way, and that's fine. Now, if there's any situation where, let's say, the numbers are backwards or inside the circle, you just need to mess with these settings here across the bottom, where you need to click this one here, and maybe click this one here, the text is reading the correct way. Once you have that done, and they're nice and even spaced like that, we click the green tick. I go to features, I go to extrude boss base, and again, that's only a sticker, which means it's only paper, so I'm only going to extrude at 0.01, and I click the green tick. That gives us our numbers on the clock. I can right click anywhere I like in this face then, I can go to sketch, and I just want to grow the pins off of this for attaching the hands onto. So I'm just going to draw a circle here, and I'm going to smart dimension that is a total of 5. I'm going to go features, extrude boss base, and I'm going to extrude that a total thickness of 1. Click the green tick, click it again. Then again on that face, I right click, I go to sketch, I go to circle, I click the origin, I draw another circle. I'm going to smart dimension that circle is a total of 3. And I go features, extrude boss base, and again I go 1. And then finally, I zoom in on this, sketch, again circle, origin, draw it out, smart dimension, that is a total of 2. and I go Features, Extrude by Space, and again I go 1. Finally then, we go again, Sketch, Circle, and I'm drawing on this face here, and I'm just going to draw a little circle in there, smart to mention that that is a total of 1, but I don't extrude that. I go Features, Extruded Cut, and I change it from blind to True All, and I click the green tick. Now you have your clock face made, ready for attaching on the hands. So you can go File, Save As, and we'll call that clock face. Newgate. Click Save. Now, what we're going to do next now is make the hands. So we can just leave that there. We just go File, New, Part, OK. I'm going to start with the hour hand first. So I go to the front plane, Sketch. The first thing I do is I draw a circle, and I'm going to draw that circle, smart to mention that the outside is 5. And then I'm going to put another circle inside that circle, and that is going to be smart dimensioned to be 3. I'm then going to go to line. I'm going to click for construction. I'm going to draw a line just to the right, coming out from the center. I'm going to smart dimension that that has a total length of, so we need this to be 20. Now, the style of hands that we put onto this is a universal style that goes on. So we're not going to get too hung up on how this looks. It just needs to look something like an arrowhead. So again, I go to line. I'm going to go here, just draw a line back, straight down, across, back to the origin. We'll put a few dimensions onto this then, so smart dimension that the angle between here and here is a total of 30. That the length of that sloping line then, so go to smart dimension again, that the length of this line, move it around, is a total of 3. That this little line here is a total of 0.5. And that's it then. I then go to mirror entities. I want to mirror this line here, this line, and this line, and I want to mirror about here. And I click the green tick. I then go to trim. We want to delete this and this. We also want to delete inside here, and this. I want to remove this and this. I want to remove that and that. And that gives us the hand as all one piece. So just take your time, make sure it looks something like that. I then go Features, Extrude by Space, and we're only going to extrude that a total thickness of 0.5. So we'll go File, Save As, and we'll call that Newgate Hour Hand. We click Save. Now we don't have to go to a new part file now to make the minute hand. I'm just going to click the little arrow here beside Boss Extrude 1. I'm going to go to the sketch, going to edit the sketch. We're going to double click that 20, and we're going to change that to 44. I'm actually made a mistake with 44. I was just looking at the drawing there. That shouldn't be 44. Sorry about that, folks. That should be a total of 28. And then you can just click this button here. It'll update. Just make sure you go File, but don't go to Save. Go to Save As. That's very important. And we're going to change it from hour hand to minute hand. There's a little bit more updating to do when you have that done. Just right click anywhere in the space here, click Sketch, hit the space bar, click Normal 2, go to Sketch, go to Circle, draw a circle here, and smart dimension that that circle is a total of 2. And then go to Circle again, draw that circle right to the outside. Go Features, Extrude by Space, and we're going to extrude that a total distance of 0.5 again. And then click Save. So that's the minute hand. Finally then, what's left to make is the second hand. So I go File, New, part, okay. We go to the front plane, we do a sketch, we go to circle, I draw a circle, and I smart dimension that that circle is a total of 1. I then go to corner rectangle, and I start at the origin and I draw a rectangle heading on out. I smart dimension that the length of that is a total of, so it's a little bit longer than the hour hand, so the hour hand was, so it's going to be 22. Click the green tick. And the thickness of that is altogether 1. Doesn't have any point in it, it's just like that. I go to trim, I just trim out this, this and this. I go features, extrude boss base, and again that's going to be 0.5. Then just right click anywhere on this face here, go to sketch, hit the space bar, click normal 2, sketch a circle around the origin that's the exact same size as the outside, so just drag it out to the outside, features, extrude boss base, and that's going to come out a total of 2. So change to 2, click the green tick, click it again. And that is the second hand. Just to make it a little bit tidier looking, it is chamfered or filleted at the ends, so I'm going to go to fillet, I'm going to change it from 10 to 0.5. Just going to click this little edge here and this little edge here, and I click the green tick. Okay, and then we click save. So file, save as, and we're going to call that Newgate clock. Second hand. And we click save. Now, in the next video, we're going to be assembling the clock and all its parts. And you might notice that it mightn't look absolutely perfect when you have it put together, but do not fear, like that's okay. Remember that the examiner is not going to be holding the clock in his or her hand when they're correcting this. But during class time, when we have the assembly done based on the video, your teacher can go around and give you a hand and just edit it and make sure it's absolutely fine, a little bit closer to the perfection. But it won't be a million miles off. It'll look more or less the same thing. Okay, so in the next video, we'll show you about the assembly. Thanks very much.